She's got it pretty well braced up. We're at Pioneer High School for the North Bay League Tournament Championship game, and tonight we've got a good matchup for you. It's a rematch from the last couple of seasons, the Santa Rosa Panthers and the Cardinal Newman Cardinals, and we are at Pioneer High School for the first time in a few years where this tournament originated. It should be a great night. The girls and the boys starting off tonight with the girls matchup. Cardinal Newman, the odds-on favorite. They come into this one undefeated. In fact, they've won 40 straight NBL games. Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Cox along with Ron Weethee, and these two teams have battled it out the last 3 years for the NBL title. Newman hasn't been challenged much this year. Really, the only team that hung with them at all in the first and second half was the Santa Rosa Panthers. We'll see if they can do it here tonight, and if they can sustain it. Newman pulled away in the third and fourth quarter the first two times they met.
Yeah, I mean, Cardinal Newman comes in at 14-0 in league, absolutely undefeated. But Santa Rosa, they're 10-4 in league, and a very good record. But it seems like when Santa Rosa plays against Cardinal Newman, they play very well in the first half. They only trail by 4 in one game and 10 in the other. But in the second half, it seems like Cardinal Newman's depth, they're able to pull away from the game. So let's see if Santa Rosa can stay close in the first half and then have a better second half in this contest tonight.
For Santa Rosa, Emily Cotting has been the go-to player all year long, and she had a little tough time getting going last time. She likes to be able to get inside, use her defense in transition to set the tone.
Yeah, she's really a joy to watch out here on the floor. She can shoot the ball from the outside. She's having 18 points a game. She's also averaging 5.4 blocks. I mean, defensively, she's really tough. But you can see the range. She's got unlimited range with that shot. She'll shoot them from up to 25 feet out. There's the ball, and look at the beautiful arc. Also averaging 2.6 assists and 2.4 steals per contest. I really enjoy watching her play, and also Lopez for them is averaging 10.5 points a game, doing a very good job as well.
Yeah, Lopez got Santa Rosa off to a great start the last time they met. For Cardinal Newman, it's all about the teamwork. You never know on any given night who is going to be the leading scorer on the team. They pass the ball around so well, and they hit a lot of outside shots.
Well, Haley Bice-Neat, she's averaging 11 points a game, but she's just a leader out there on the floor. Also, she gets to the free throw line. She's averaging 92%. Lauren Walker with a left-handed hook. Look at the ball movement. Look at them move it around. They're averaging 17.4 assists per contest, 73 points per game, and once again, they're 14-0. They're undefeated. They're 4 on the season. And this is a team that's super impressive out there on the floor, led by Monica Murdoch, who's a fantastic coach, doing a great job. And they also have outside shooting in Flores. So it's a team that's very tough to beat. They could go far after into the CIF tournament.
Well, Monica Myrtle, as a player for Ursuline back in 2001, her team won 36 straight games at Ursuline. They broke that record this year as a coach. There she is, number 55 in the middle. Very intense player, very intense coach. They've won 40 in a row in the NBL. They'll try to make it 41 tonight.
For the Cardinal Newman Cardinals, please welcome number 3, Maya Flores.
Tonight's game presented by title sponsor Cameron & Cameron Ranch and Vineyard Supply, delivering quality for over 40 years. North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite. For AAU basketball at its best, it's Express Basketball Club, the place for young players to learn the fundamentals and advanced skills for high school and beyond. Many of the top players on both rosters for tonight's NBL championship game got their start playing AAU basketball for the Express Basketball Club. To be your best, play with and against the best at Express Basketball Club. North Bay Elite AAU.
We're just about ready to go here tonight for the girls' game. First of 2 here live on YSN365.com. And we're calling it the Mike Gaddy Gymnasium. They haven't made it official, Ronnie, but come on. When are they going to name this thing after Mike Gaddy?
Yeah, I don't know if head coach for Santa Rosa, Lewis Patrick, is going to be happy about that. Of course, he graduated in 2002 as part of this Santa Rosa Panthers program, and he's done a fantastic job. I was speaking to him prior to tonight's game, and I was asking him, how are you going to be able to compete in this game and maybe have a little better performance in the second half? And he said, it's all about effort for us. We got to play great defense. We got to do a great job on the defensive end and block out.
Cardinal Newman controls the tap. They are wearing their white with Cardinal trim. Santa Rosa in their black with orange trim. The lob down low to Lauren Walker, and right away, Cardinal Newman exploits their height advantage Lauren Walker, who's had a great season for Cardinal Newman. Very tough to stop that shot.
Yeah, the over the top. If they set it up correctly and there's no pressure on the inbounders, they're going to be able to throw it over the top. There's almost no defense for Santa Rosa unless they double Lauren Walker down low. And of course, Cardinal Newman got here by defeating Montgomery 77-35 in the first round. And then for Santa Rosa, they ended up 50-38 on top of Ukiah there.
There's Santa Rosa's starting lineup tonight. Of course, Cotting, the junior, had a great year for them. Cardinal Newman, on the other hand, as they try a three, led by the freshman Avery Cargill at the point. She's done a tremendous job for this team. Some say she's been good enough to be considered for the MVP of the league as a freshman.
Well, and one thing about her, in the last 7 games, she's really played better on the defensive end, and she's getting a better command of running the offense. She's doing a great job, averaging over 10 points a game, 10.4 points a game. And, you know, it's super tough to come into the varsity level and be a freshman. And I think it's still the most difficult thing on the floor to be a point guard. So she's doing an amazing job out there.
Sarah Howard laying that one in nicely to tie us up at 2-2. Santa Rosa played them very tough in the first meeting, was within 4 points at the half before the Cardinals pulled away. There's the Chief driving hard. Good defense. Chief comes down with her own miss. Haley Weiss-Neat, her ability to go inside and outside has got to make her a college prospect for sure. I know she's had talks with many schools over the last few weeks.
Yeah, and she's got the grades, she's got the attitude, she's got the height, she's got the all-around game. She is going to get a scholarship. I don't know. I haven't spoken with her. I've just kind of heard through the rumor mill, but she's a super talent, one of the most talented we've ever seen in the last 15 years we've been doing games.
Maya Flores hitting her first 3 of the night. She's wearing that knee brace. She's been a little banged up since the last time these teams played. There's Tal Webb with a steal. She gets it ahead to Flores. Flores off the glass and in.
Well, that's a good thing for Cardinal Newman to get Flores off to a good start. She can just absolutely light it up. She shoots almost 35% from 3. She's averaging 12 points a game, and she's definitely a threat outside for them.
Kelly Lukens drives inside and draws the foul on Lauren Walker. That is one thing that if they can get Walker in a little bit of foul trouble, that could even the playing field a little bit.
Well, that's the one place they really have difficult matching up with them. They don't have the size of Lauren Walker at 6'4" down low, and Walker's just, as like we covered last game, she's looked super fit out there.
Lauren Walker comes down with the ball.
And not just the offensive end, but there you go on the defense. I mean, she's a legitimate shot blocker down low.
Nice spin by Cargill. Took an extra step and didn't get away with it. First turnover of the night.
Yeah, but Avery, she's a talent out there on the floor. Well, so far it's 7-2 in favor of Cardinal Newman. Santa Rosa's got to stay in this game. In the first game, they ended up scoring 16 points in the first quarter. They lost that one 83-49. And then the next game in the first quarter, they only scored 7, where they lost 71-39. So they've got to score the basketball. They got to stay close, and then they got to figure out how to continue to play good defense and come up with some steals.
Flores gets called for the foul up top that time. Trying to put a lot of pressure on Santa Rosa right after they cross the stripe. We'll see how that works out. Newman, the last time they played tremendous defense on Cotting, really forced her to go further and further away from the basket. This time she's able to penetrate and score.
Well, it's all about sharing the basketball. Somebody gets to the baseline. Cotting saw it, made the cut, received the pass, and great finesse off the backboard.
Haley Weiss-Neat tries the 3, no good. Tal Webb looking for the offensive rebound. It kicks out, and Sarah Howard last touched it. It's going to be Santa Rosa's ball, however, as it apparently hit a Cardinal.
On the floor for Cardinal Newman, number 24, Jasmine Henderson, replacing Lauren Walker.
Sarah Howard dribbling it up now, a 3-point lead. Newman looking for a win, number 41. These teams will go their separate ways when the NCS playoffs begin. Santa Rosa, Division I school. They look to be somewhere maybe in the top 12 of that division. Cardinal Newman, Division IV, as Haley Weiss-Neat has the steal, kicks it out to Maya Flores, goes behind the screen, off the mark. Tal Webb fights for the offensive rebound. Great job by Webb to give them another possession.
Well, Flores could shoot the ball well from outside. When you're shooting 35%, that's basically around 48% from two. So the reload was just fine. She's wide open, and I'd imagine if she gets that look again, she's going to take it.
Some players tangled up, and Flores goes down hard. That's the last thing she needs to get involved with that knee brace on, and she is very slow to get up.
Yeah,
Marchand, the referee, calls a block.
It was the last time they faced Santa Rosa that she hurt that knee. She hyperextended it, and she ended up missing a game because of it. And you can see she's limping at this point. She wasn't limping earlier, running up and down the floor, but she has re-injured that knee for sure.
Yeah, she's going to take a seat right here. Britta Irvine will check in. Lob pass up over the top. Jazzy Henderson also has checked in for Newman. Great bench from Monica Myrtle as Myrea Lopez goes off the glass with the left hand. Very nice shot.
I think it was an and one also. That was a great shot off the move and getting to the basket.
Irvine tries one from the outside. The ball batted out of bounds. Haley Weissneet.
Now watch, go to the left hand, working. Got a little bit of a bump there from Weissneet, but able to concentrate and use that glass and knock it in. They've scored the last 4 points here. Santa Rosa has. You know, for me, Sarah Howard, she's kind of the player out there on the floor that can really get hot from outside. She has a great shot.
Bella Passy for three. Nice shot from the corner. And Santa Rosa takes a 9-7 lead. How about that?
Yeah, and Sarah Howard's averaging 7.3 points a game, but I think she can have a big game. She has the ability to knock down the outside shot. She's got the range, and she's got all the skills.
Emily Cotting coming down with the rebound. She's averaged a double-double this year.
So far, I think the pace of the game favors Santa Rosa. They're walking the ball up the floor. They're not turning the ball over against the Cardinal Newman defense, which we know is very difficult.
The ball goes lobbed underneath, and there is Britta Irvine. Irvine ahead to Jazzy Henderson. Bounce pass inside. Tal Webb misses. Wow. Point blank shot that time. Bella Passy ends up with it.
Well, if you're Santa Rosa, you got to take advantage of it right here. They come up with an easy miss. You got to come down, run your offense.
And a timeout taken by Lewis Patrick. It's a 30.
Well, Dave, so far in this game, it's 9-7 in favor of Santa Rosa, and head coach Lewis Patrick has got to be very happy with his team's performance out here. Cardinal Newman's missed a couple shots down low, but he's got to continue the defense. They got to run that offense, and you can see when Cardinal Newman's playing defense, they're really pressuring them out way past the three-point line. So a backdoor cut, a fake pass, a backdoor cut, and get to the basket would be a really great thing to do.
Here are the division rankings for Division I. We talked about Santa Rosa. They're in the 10 hole right now. James Logan, number 5. Berkeley, number 2. Number 1 is Castro Valley in that division. There's the steal by Cargill.
Well, last 2 times down the floor, they've turned the basketball over. They did a great job up until that last point, but they can't turn the ball over against Cardinal Newman. They score 73 points a game. If you're Santa Rosa, you only score 48 a game, so you can't turn it off. You got to play your best game to win this game here tonight.
Avery Cargill to the free throw line. And Cargill gets them both. Tying us back up, 9-9. Cotting brings it up the floor now. Back up top it goes. Minute and 55 to go here. Good first quarter for Santa Rosa, getting off to a very nice start. Myrea Lopez works her way to the free throw line.
I like it if you're Santa Rosa. Put the ball on the floor and get to the basket. Try to get Cardinal Newman in foul trouble. Try to get Weissneet in foul trouble or Walker when they're in the game. And of course, Cardinal Newman has the deep bench right now, so they've gone to the bench. That's kind of been a problem in the fourth quarter, in the second half for Santa Rosa, as they've kind of stayed within striking distance in the first half, but in the second half, Cardinal Newman's been able to pull away in the two meetings in league this season.
Lopez, 5'11". She is a senior. Hit a couple threes early on against Newman in the last meeting that made things interesting. She missed the second. Towel Webb from the outside, no good. Kelly Lukens comes down with the rebound.
Yeah, Cardinal Newman has not been able to find the range so far. Maya Lopez came up with a miss. Webb's missed. The layup inside.
A steal, Cargill in the open floor. Nice spin, Cotting right there to block the shot. Taylor Hextrom ends up with the ball, however. The ball tapped back out to Britta Irvine. Tal Webb, nice feed inside to T-Hex. Taylor Hextrom. There's that ball movement, the extra pass.
Yeah, I mean, she's really been key for them here in the last, I would say, 10 games. She's coming off the bench. She does a little bit of everything out there on the floor.
Cotting with the left hand, a little strong. Britta Irvine, who's brought in some nice energy off the bench. Long pass ahead to Tal Webb. A 1-point lead for Newman. Jazzy Henderson off the mark. Tapped underneath, still alive. It's Maria Lopez that ends up with the ball.
You know, we haven't really spoke of it much, but Tiffany Salinas was on this Cardinal Newman team, right? No longer on the team for personal reasons, but the Hextrom has stepped in and she's kind of filled that role a bit, and she's doing the things out on the floor like hustling, diving on the floor for the ball, and playing great defense on their best offensive players. So she's kind of filled that role and doing a great job here for Cardinal Newman.
Monica Myrtle has 102 career wins here at Newman. She also coached at Windsor before this Newman program was started.
Well, first quarter's winding down, and you're Santa Rosa, you got to feel pretty good. You're within 1 point right now. Got to get a stop, maybe a turnover.
Haley Biasney hits the three. Clutch basket right there to grab momentum. And that will do it for the first quarter. So Newman gets hot at the end. They lead by 4 after 1. We'll take a break right here and be back with the start of quarter number 2 here in the NBL Tournament Playoff Championship game from Pioneer High School.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
There we go, ready to start quarter number 2. 14-10. Another good start for Santa Rosa. The question is, can they sustain it?
The other question is going to be capable to stay out on the floor and be effective after re-injuring her knee in the first quarter. I thought that was the biggest development of the game in the first quarter. Santa Rosa did a good job playing good defense. They shot a pretty good percentage. Don't expect Cardinal Newman to shoot that poor of a percentage in the second quarter, though.
Allie McCullough hits one from the outside. Nice shot coming off the bench. That was a 3.
Yeah, and she's averaging 3.1 points a game, so she's at her average at this point.
Taylor Hextrom, an offensive rebound. The Chief, got it, big 3.
You can't lose her. You can't lose her like that. She shoots the ball too well from there. That's her favorite spot on the floor. You got to get a hand in her face. Somebody's got to stay with her on the rotation on defense.
Taylor Heckstrom doing a great job keeping that one alive. There's Lopez off the glass, no good. Cotting, bump, and it goes. Emily Cotting will have a chance for a three-point play.
Well, she's one of the better players in the league for getting to the offensive glass. Cotting is a great scorer, and look at the great hands and the left hand putting back for the right-hander and getting to the free throw line now. I mean, you're talking about 18 points a game, 5 blocks, 2 assists, 2 steals per game, the leader on this Santa Rosa team.
She does complete the three-point play, and it's a one-point game.
Santa Rosa has stayed in a man-to-man defense this whole entire game. And I don't know about that call down there. It was really tough. That was a tough call down there on the defensive end. But Heckstrom doing a good job getting in the lane. Cardinal Newman moving the ball very well, running their offense, very disciplined offense, and opening up the middle of the lane and getting inside. And that's where you get easy baskets, get to the free throw line. But, you know, we talk about it all the time. You hear it on TV all the time. You got to make your free throws. You got to shoot a high percentage from the free throw line if you want to advance, and especially after the NBL tournament into the playoffs, the high school state playoffs. You got to make those free throws. That makes a difference in basketball games.
Heckstrom got 1 of 2. There's McCullough around the defense, bouncing it inside. Cargill takes it away. That's the 6th turnover by Santa Rosa, a number they're going to have to improve on if they hope to pull off the upset. Cotting has the rebound.
Yeah, that's a couple of misses for Tal Webb, but she's going to recover with a steal and try to get another one here.
Taken back away, Cargill. What a bounce she got on that one, and it goes. Avery Cargill with her first field goal, and it's a 4-point lead now for Newman. McCullough gets it across. Lopez now guarded by Heckstrom. Good matchup. Looking to dump it down low to Cotting. Can't get it there. Allie McCullough trying to dump it. She ends up with the ball herself. Heckstrom doing a nice job defensively since coming in. Tal Webb with another steal and a foul.
Wow, Webb is so tough on defense. She puts so much pressure on you handling the basketball, and she's strong too. So if you try to get by her, she can just kind of get a lean in on you. It's just tough to get by her. I think what you have to do on that is somebody's going to have to come and set a screen on Tal Webb. Then you work off of that screen, you try to get to the basket, you do a pick and roll. You can take advantage of somebody overplaying like that.
This game will be followed up by the boys' game, Windsor and Newman. Windsor has also gone undefeated in league play, hoping to keep that string alive. There's Haley Weiss-Neat inside, up and under. Cotting disrupts it, and Santa Rosa has the ball.
Yeah, Weiss-Neat has the height advantage down low. She usually makes those pretty easily, but Cotting's defensive pressure, it really affects her down there.
Turnover again by Santa Rosa.
Yeah, amazing they're still in this game, 16 to 20. They trail by 4 points. And Coach Lewis Patrick cannot be happy with all the turnovers they're mounting. And if they're going to stay in this game against Cardinal Newman, you're talking about a team that's won 10 in a row. They're 14-0 in league. They shoot a high percentage from outside. This is a talented basketball team. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
Cargill gets it to Tal Webb. Flores, nice crossover. That's her signature move. Doesn't get the shot, however. Another offensive rebound. The Cardinals doing a great job hitting the offensive glass, and Cargill almost made him pay with the 3, but they come down with it again. Flores inside. Lauren Walker back outside, trying to dump it down. Nice defense by Santa Rosa. Kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Newman.
Yeah, that's the effort that Coach Lewis Patrick was talking about, the defensive effort. Get into the passing lanes. Use quick hands. Use your feet on defense. You got to move your feet on defense to stay in front of the offensive player. Don't lose sight of the basketball. There's the cross-court pass where the ball went over her head, but great defense by Santa Rosa. Avery
Cargill all the way back up top to Britta Irvine. Off the glass. for three. Wow.
Yeah, sometimes you're better to be lucky than good. I don't think she was aiming backward on that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe she would. We'll have to ask her.
Sarah Howard down the lane. Flips it up. She drew the foul.
See, I really like Sarah Howard with the basketball in her hands, getting to the basket. She has good handles. She's a strong player. She shoots a high percentage from the free throw line, and she can shoot the outside shot. Just stop on a dime, shoot it, create an open shot for yourself.
And Sarah Howard will go to the free throw line.
In the first meeting against Cardinal Newman, Santa Rosa scored 22 points in the first half. And that was the second meeting. The first meeting, they scored 33. So 32 and 33 in the first half is what they've been scoring. Right now, they only have 16 with under 4 to go.
Lauren Walker, an offensive rebound. Back up top, Britta Irvine. Another one for Irvine, and that's a three. 2 in a row for Britta.
Dave, with Santa Rosa's defense, the open shot is coming at the top of the key for the three. They're going to have to rotate quicker and make sure that that shot's not available because they're getting killed by Cardinal Newman with the three on top.
Barry tries to dump it down to Maria Lopez. She starts left, goes right, and right there waiting was Lauren Walker with the block. Walker hustling down the floor, posting up. Cargill brings it back up to the top. Irvine, nice spin. Goes up with the left hand, no good. Cotting has the rebound.
Well, that was an aggressive rebound. She just got in there and grabbed it with two hands and said, this is my ball. Nobody else is going to get it. You know, you look up, all of a sudden it's a 10-point lead, 26-16.
Cotting underneath, doesn't get it. Cotting again, good. And a timeout by Newman.
Well, I think that timeout is a good one for Maria Lopez. She's just really tired out there on the floor. She's guarding Lauren Walker, running up and down the floor. And there's Cotting with the shot. She kind of short-armed it a little bit, but right there, Johnny on the spot with a putback. And great play by Cotting. They trail by 8, Santa Rosa does. 2:42 to go here in the second, Dave. And I don't know at this point that Cardinal Newman's played their best game. But what they're doing is they're making Santa Rosa turn the basketball over on the offensive end, and then they're coming down and getting more opportunities in Santa Rosa. So in the long run, that's going to end up winning the game for them.
So 2:42 to go. 26-18. Key stretch right here for Santa Rosa, Ronnie. If they hope to stay in this game, you can't let the lead blow up on you at the end of the first half.
Yep, they're still in the man-to-man defense, and they're switching around.
Haley Bice-Neat. Cargill, another offensive rebound. Webb. Passy ends up with the ball. Nice rebound for her.
Yeah, good defense, but fortunate because that shot from the top of the key is still open.
Cotting down into the corner, gets it up to Sarah Howard.
Howard can shoot the ball. I'd like to see her shoot it.
And there's the steal. 9 turnovers. Pass underneath, and a foul from behind by Lopez.
Yeah, it was all about hustle, though. Lauren Walker got down the floor, ended up getting early position. The ball came over the top, and Lopez was just trying to catch up. She was trailing the play the whole way and ended up over the back of Lauren Walker.
Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. An 8-point lead for Newman. Cargill trying to dump it over the top. Lukens hit it. It's going to be Santa Rosa's ball.
Yeah, that was great defense on the weak side by Luken. She saw the ball coming over to Walker. She came from the other side of the free throw line and came down and
Lopez, an offensive rebound, scoops it with the left hand, and Tal Webb ends up with the ball. Webb has 5 rebounds. here in the first half. Cargill, a little too strong. Walker right there with the putback. Lauren Walker has 4 points and 3 rebounds. A couple of offensive rebounds for her.
Well, you know, you can almost do that every time. Come down the floor, get Walker in position, throw it off the backboard as a pass. She'd be right there to catch it every time.
Walker with the block on Cotting. Nice defense. Haley Weiss-Neat strong ahead to Jazzy Henderson. The lead is 10, 54 seconds to go.
Yeah, Santa Rosa has got to stay within striking distance here. In the first meeting between these two teams, they trailed by 4. The last meeting, they trailed by 10. But there's Cargill with a shot off the backboard, and then Lauren Walker at 6'4", just in position to put it right back in.
Cargill trying to get around the horn there, and she's fouled. It's going to be a 1-and-1 situation. Cardinals are in the bonus.
Yeah, what can you say about Avery Cargill? She is just an amazing player out there on the floor. You know, when you take a freshman and put them at the varsity level, and they continue to improve in their freshman year to the point that she has, just super impressive. Very, very difficult thing to do.
Another offensive rebound. This time it was Walker. Cargill and Walker playing a little two-man game, and there's the foul. Cargill's going to go back to the line. Simone Barnard picked up the personal. She's already got 3 fouls in this game. How about that?
Yep, 3 fouls.
Cargill gets the first, she'll get a bonus.
It's tough to Cargill here. She's from the free throw line on the season prior to tonight's game. She came in at 49 and 68. She's about a 60% free throw shooter.
Cotting dribbles it up now. Santa Rosa needs a basket. 4 off the glass, and she's fouled. So Michaela Forer will go to the free throw line now for Santa Rosa.
And that was all about Cotting having the ball in her hands. Because she was breaking down the defense. She got in the lane. The defense collapsed. She saw the open pass available. She hit the bounce pass there, and what a great pass by Emily Cotting.
Forer is on the board. 6'2", senior. Second one also good. Nice touch for 4. Now pulls the lead back to 10.
Well, shot clock and game clock are about the same, so I'd imagine they're going to play for 1 shot here. You just got to play good defense. Don't pick up a foul, and rotate, watch over the top for Lauren Walker, and don't let Weiss-Neat shoot from the top of the key.
Newman is going to hang on for the final shot of the quarter here. 7 seconds to get it off. Cargill inside, little strong. Cotting comes down with the ball and will not attempt the shot, so it's 30 to 20 at the half. Santa Rosa had their moments, certainly, but the turnovers were the big story. 10 turnovers by the Panthers in the first half, and you know that's something they're going to talk about at halftime.
Yeah, all those turnovers are turning into layups or easy opportunities, or Cargill getting to the free throw line. You just can't turn the ball over 10 times against Cardinal Newman if you win the basketball game. I thought Santa Rosa actually played really good defense against Cardinal Newman. I don't think Cardinal Newman had their best offensive half, but they played very good in the half-court set on the defensive end. But Cardinal Newman ended up 7-2. They had the lead. Santa Rosa fought back, but now Santa Rosa trails by 10. They've been in this position before. Can they have a better second half than they've had in the past?
So 30 to 20 at the half. We'll take a break right here and be back with more here from Pioneer High School in the NBL Tournament Championship games.
Tonight's game presented by title sponsor Cameron and Cameron Ranch and Vineyard Supply, delivering quality for over 40 years. For AAU basketball at its best, it's Express Basketball Club, the place for young players to learn the fundamentals and advanced skills for high school and beyond. Many of the top players on both rosters for tonight's NBL championship game got their start playing AAU basketball for the Express Basketball Club. To be your best, play with and against the best at Express Basketball Club. Tonight's game presented by title sponsor Cameron and Cameron Ranch and Vineyard Supply, delivering quality for over 40 years. North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite. North
See
Bay
the boys
Elite
team starting to get warmed up. They will play just after this girls matchup, and right now, no surprise, Cardinal Newman up by 10. Turnovers were a big story, Ron. We talked about that. 10 of them to be exact for Santa Rosa. Also a big rebounding advantage for Cardinal Newman. They got 17 rebounds, many of those on the offensive end, 11 for Santa Rosa. Emily Cotting led Santa Rosa with 7 points. No surprise, Newman had 3 players with 6 points.
Well, Emily Cotting had the 7, but we expect her to play really well. I thought Santa Rosa's defense was actually really good in the first half. They did a good job, but they can't turn the basketball over 10 times in the first half against Cardinal Newman. Cardinal Newman had all those rebounds because they didn't shoot a very high percentage in the first half. So I would expect Cardinal Newman to play a little bit better, shoot a little bit better percentage. But in the first 2 meetings, Cardinal Newman has pulled away in the second half convincingly. So can Santa Rosa stay in this game? I think that's a big question.
We're going to take a look at some highlights now from the first half, starting with the Santa Rosa Panthers.
Well, they played really good on the defensive end. They did a pretty good job offensively scoring the basketball. Lopez did a good job. Emily Cotting scored the ball really well. Sarah Howard getting to the basket is really, really strong going to the basket. I think she could be the X factor in that game. But they were able to break down the defense. But then the Cardinal Newman started pressuring out farther out beyond the three-point line there, and then it caused a lot of problems. Lopez, here's that one where she came across the lane with the beautiful left hand. I thought she should have been at the free throw line as well, but that was a great drive. I'd like to see her get inside, maybe be a little bit more effective down low. They should also maybe try to get the ball inside and then kick it out for a 3. We haven't seen any inside-out basketball from Santa Rosa to this point. There's the outside shot and able to knock that down. They did a pretty good job from shooting the ball from outside. Good job defensively, but not such a great job turning the basketball over 10 times. On the other hand, if you're Monica Myrtle for Cardinal Newman, Dave, I think you got to be pretty happy with a 10-point lead, as poorly as you played on the offensive end. But this is a team that has a great defensive setup. They pressure you, they're fast, they're strong. And we haven't talked about this, but they don't have one senior on the basketball team. Pretty impressive, huh?
Here are the Newman highlights.
Yeah, for Cardinal Newman. Well, Maya Flores, she started out the game for them, scored 5 points right away in that first quarter, and then she ended up injuring her knee. She got back into the game, but only took 1 shot, wasn't able to knock that 3-point shot down. But Cargill, she was really tough, and there's driving to the lane. There was the second basket by Maya Flores, knocking that one down, the left-hander knocking it down. Cardinal Newman was able to take advantage outside the 3-point arc from the top of the key. There's Webb, a nice pass inside. That's beautiful passing inside. Great job into Hekstrom. And the outside shooting of Vice Neat was really key in the first half as well. Vice Neat, she's strong. She's 6'3". She gets to the offensive rebound, and there she was. You can't leave her alone. You got to get a hand on her face, Dave. can't let her shoot from outside. She's absolutely talented from outside, and she's just too good. You got to get a hand in her face. They're going to have to rotate and not let that three-point shot be uncontested.
All right, well, we're going to be back in just a moment. We'll start the third quarter of the girls' game, the first of two here from Piner. We're going old school here for the NBL Tournament Championships, and we'll be back with the start of the second half of this one in just a moment.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers for the best in girls AAU basketball. It's the North Bay Elite. Tonight's game presented by title sponsor Cameron & Cameron Ranch and Vineyard Supply, delivering quality for over 40 years. For AAU basketball at its best, it's Express Basketball Club, the place for young players to learn the fundamentals and advanced skills for high school and beyond. Many of the top players on both rosters for tonight's NBL championship game got their start playing AAU basketball for the Express Basketball Club. To be your best, play with and against the best at Express Basketball Club. Tonight's game presented by title sponsor Cameron & Cameron Ranch and Vineyard Supply, delivering quality for over 40 years. North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers for the best in girls AAU basketball. It's the North Bay Elite.
All right, so we're back to Piner High School. Crowd starting to file in. Reminds me of many, many nights here in February when we covered this NBL tournament. And right here at Piner High School, I remember one night when the power got knocked out and they moved the game over to Santa Rosa High School, and we had to kind of scramble, and we actually made it over there and got most of the game somehow. I think it was a rainy, stormy night, and somebody hit a power pole or something. I don't know. Newman drops it down underneath to Lauren Walker. No good. Cotting has the rebound.
Good defense down low by Santa Rosa, but I also like the way Lauren Walker gathered herself before she attempted that shot. She didn't make that, but really good footwork down low by Walker.
Bella Passy to Emily Cotting. Cotting doesn't get it. Nice block out by Haley Weiss-Neat. Newman running the floor. They try to thread the needle there, and that one's knocked out of bounds. Officially, I have the turnovers at 10-2. Officially, it was 12-2. Cargill, a little pump fake. Off the glass, no good. Cotting has the rebound.
Yeah, Santa Rosa's continuing to play this tough defense. They're doing a great job sagging down, kind of forcing Cardinal Newman to shoot an outside shot, which they were pretty effective at in the second quarter. But let's see if Santa Rosa can score the basketball. That's their greatest challenge. Can they get the ball in the hoop against this tough man-to-man Cardinal Newman defense?
I tell you what, the crowd's starting to get pretty big as Kelly Lukens misses. It's going to be a packed house tonight. I remember in the old days they used to have to turn people away at the door. I don't know if we'll get there tonight, but could be close.
Yeah, it's filling up, and that makes it exciting for the players.
Nice steal by Cotting, just the third turnover. And Maya Flores again slow to get up.
Yeah, she's laboring to get up the floor.
Tal Webb tries to tie it up, and Sarah Howard tied it up with her. Santa Rosa has the possession arrow, so the Lady Panthers will hang on to it.
Well, let's see, at this point, I'd like to either see Sarah Howard or Emily Cotty get the ball in her hands and just try to drive to the basket. Maybe get a double screen, work off some screens to try to get them free. In their passing game, in their half-court set, the pressure has been so great on the defensive end that they're just continuing to turn the basketball over. Cardinal Newman's defense is just suffocating.
Another turnover now, and Cardinal Newman will try to add to the 10-point lead. Neither team has scored here in the first minute and 45.
I'd like to be in the halftime to hear what Monica Myrtle says at halftime. She makes some great adjustments, that's for sure.
She does.
She's a great coach.
Interestingly enough, the only female head coach in Sonoma County as Lauren Walker gets the takeaway and the basket.
Yeah, strength by Walker. Great effort by Lopez as well, though. So let's see if they can run the offense. That's the challenge right now for Santa Rosa. Can you get an offensive set where you get some open looks?
Bella Passy strong to the hole, and she is fouled.
Yeah, I thought she was a little out of control on that drive. She got bailed out, I think. She was in a position to not be able to lay that basketball in, but Tal Webb working against Howard to the baseline. The shot's missed, but 6'4" Lauren Howard fighting with Lopez, put back, and Lauren Walker putting it in with the left hand and getting down the floor, ready to play some defense again.
Passy made the first, and she gets the second as well. Great shooter. Actually, a very nice all-round player, Bella Passy for Santa Rosa. The lead once again at 10.
Passy averages 3.6 points per contest. The team that averages 48 points a game.
Cardinal Newman has won 40 consecutive NBL games, including the playoffs. And there's Lauren Walker with the spin move. And the amazing thing is, right, they don't have a senior on this team.
Yeah, no seniors. That's just unbelievable.
Nice baseline move by Lucan. Gets it out to Bella Passy. She tries to bounce it underneath. And it's going to be Cardinal Newman's ball.
The Santa Rosa seems to be pretty effective, actually, if they just try to take them off the dribble. They're trying to make difficult passes down low, passes that are not going to have a very high percentage of being successful. So try to take somebody off the dribble, use a couple picks, work off of those picks, and then roll off of those picks and try to get open.
Haley Weiss needs. Nice turnaround. And she has 8 points. Walker has 8. Haley Weiss-Need has 8. Nice job by Lopez, and she got it somehow. Oh my,
Wow,
what a shot.
Yeah, what a spin move. She was working against Weiss-Need. You can see the fatigue in her, but she's working against her. And then she goes to the right hand. She gets in the lane, and then she goes with a kind of half hook kind of layup shot and uses the glass and knocks it down.
Does not get the free throw. Heck of a shot. Cargill trying to dump it over. 4:25 to go. Inside it goes to Walker. Cargill for 3 off the mark. Cotting and Haley Weiss-Need battling, and Haley Weiss-Need fouls her from behind.
Yeah, Cotting had the position on that one. She did the early work, and Weiss-Need over the back. Santa Rosa's still in this game,
That's
Dave.
3 on Haley Weiss-Need.
Yeah, that's a big one. Have to sit out. Now Maya Flores back in the game. Let's see what kind of defense. I mean, we know she's an offensive threat. Let's see if she can move her feet, play good defense, and stay in front of the ball.
Bella Passy drives and kicks. Kelly Lukens back up top. Sarah Howard. Cardinal Newman turning it up a notch defensively, and Tal Webb is called for the foul.
Yeah, if I was Santa Rosa, that's what I would do. I would just draw and kick, draw and kick, draw and kick. I would put the ball on the floor, try to get in the lane, try to beat the defender off the dribble, and you got to stay away from Lauren Walker inside because she's a challenging shot blocker in there. But Sarah Howard's good. She can shoot the basketball.
14 fouls for Cardinal Newman, 0 to start the second half for Santa Rosa midway through this third quarter. Second one good for Sarah Howard.
You're not going to find much better release than that, huh? Get her the ball. Let's see her shoot.
Avery Cargill. Nice crossover. Down the lane, no good. Bella Passy has it. Santa Rosa can get the lead under double digits for the first time in a long time if they score on this possession. Kelly Lukens kicks it out to Sarah Howard. Nice pump fake. Little strong. Offensive rebound. Maria Lopez. No good. Tao Webb has it.
Yeah, nice weak side position by Lopez. Just not able to use the backboard to get that shot to go down.
Henderson to Flores. Cotting ends up with the ball.
Wow, she amazing. Her timing on blocking shots. When you're blocking 5 shots a game, that's a pretty big number.
Very big number. Kelly Lukens back up top. Bella Passy gets Sarah Howard in the corner, a little strong. Passy has the rebound. How about Bella Passy getting in there and coming up with the basketball?
Well, long shots and long rebounds. It came out. Conning had the second opportunity for the 3 there and was not able to knock that one down. We've seen her make them, but she did have a hand in her face. Makes it a little more difficult to knock that shot down.
Maya Flores back up top to Cargill. Newman up by 10. Tao Webb trying to change that with a 3 off the mark. Flores with an offensive board. Cargill hits. Credit Maya Flores for keeping that one alive for Cargill. The lead back up to 12. Crowd continuing to grow here tonight.
Yeah, this is going to be standing room only here for the boys game, I think.
Yeah,
it's
no
quite
doubt.
crowded in here. Still good defense. Very solid defense by Cardinal Newman.
Taylor Heckstrom. Nice steal. The ball tied up underneath. And the possession arrow favors Cardinal Newman this time. Nice hustle by T. Hex that time for the Cardinals. Simone Barnard is going to check in now. She has 3 personal fouls for Santa Rosa, so she's going to have to be a bit tender on defense.
Yeah, and I thought this was a pretty good opportunity right now for Santa Rosa to take advantage of the fact that Vice Neat had the 3 personal fouls and she's out of the game. I mean, she's been the most effective player for Cardinal Newman here tonight, and Santa Rosa needs to find a way to score the basketball some way, try to get back into this game. They trail by 12 right now. I think if they can cut it to 8 by the end of the third quarter, that would bode well for them.
Cotting doesn't get it. Cargill does. Lopez had the steal that time, which gave them possession. Tao Webb to Taylor Heckstrom. Great pass, and T-Hex lays it in.
Well, there's an example of a team that has 17.4 assists per contest. And, of course, in one game against Rancho Cotati this year, they had 36 baskets, but they had 30 assists. They move the ball, they pass it, they share the basketball, and it just turns out to be good points.
Barnard hits a 3. Her first basket of the night, and it's a big one that makes it an 11-point game. Santa Rosa hanging in there. Newman has averaged winning by 30 or 40 points a game as Flores with the finger roll now has 7.
Yeah, that was about as acrobatic and as much finesse as Lopez's shot earlier. Beautiful shot by Maya.
Barnard gets it back to Cotting. Bella Passy for 3. Not quite. Jazzy Henderson, it was kicked by Lukens. It'll be Cardinal Newman's ball. Nice hustle by Jazzy Henderson that time.
Yeah, you got to love the hustle by Kelly Luken, though, trying to get to it. But She kind of soccer styled it out of bounds there, and it was very clear that it was Cardinal Newman's basketball. So I think they're going to play for one, Dave, here. They have a 13-point lead. They had a 10-point lead at halftime. It was 30-20 at half. Right now it's 42-29. So just extending the lead at this point is Cardinal Newman.
Avery Cargill across the line. 5 seconds left. Cotting has the rebound, and that is going to do it. So Newman extends the lead, but just by 3. 42-39 at the end of 3 here in the NBL Tournament Playoff Championship game. We'll take a break right here and be back with the start of the final 8 minutes of this one in just a moment.
For AAU basketball.
Final 8 minutes on the clock here at Pioneer High School. The crowd continuing to grow. You know, the kids were a little disappointed that they weren't going to play at the JC. The option was play in the afternoon at the JC or play here at Pioneer Friday night. Coaches figured there'd be a bigger crowd on Friday night, plus would give them a day to prepare their NCS resumes for the meeting on Sunday.
Yeah, and I'd be surprised if it doesn't sell out. I think it's standing room only here coming up, and the boys' game is going to be quite exciting. Windsor is probably the favorite, but Cardinal Newman's been playing pretty well.
Nice shot by Cotting, 42-31. Jazzy Henderson. Newman going a little cold from the outside. Big possession right here. Cotting to Howard. Howard has a lane. She cuts back to the middle. Kicks it outside. Barnard for 3. Got it! Oh my, here come the Lady Panthers as they pull a little closer. They're going to call that a 2, not a 3. She was on the line. 9-point lead. Newman needs a basket to get the momentum back. Cargill doesn't get it. Taylor Hexton, great rebound. Jazzy Henderson is bumped going to the rack.
Boy, what can you say about Hextrom? She made that all happen, the second opportunity there. She has just done a great job here tonight for Cardinal Newman. We kind of highlighted
to Howard. Howard has a...
Here's the dribbling and the handling in the open court by Howard, and then kick out to Simone, and she drains it. Nice job.
Jazzy Henderson, a much-needed free throw. You know, if the lead doesn't get much lower, that Santa Rosa will be forced to foul, probably right around the 3-minute mark, I would think. They'd start putting the Cardinals online. They only have 1 team foul right now.
Well, as a team, they're shooting 65.9% on the season from the free throw line, Cardinal Newman is. So that might be an option for sure. I'd say at this point, just keep trying to move the ball and score it.
Great give and go. And Cotting lays it in. The Panthers are starting to feel a little confidence. They have a spring in their step as they come down the floor defensively. Maya Flores off the mark, kept alive by the Chief. Sarah Howard steps in front of the pass, however. Howard to the rack hard. It is a 7-point game.
Well, they're doing it with defense and they're scoring before Cardinal Newman can set up in the half-court set. They're taking advantage of off the dribble, they're scoring in transition, and Cardinal Newman's not getting back on defense, and that's a great job by Santa Rosa. That's how you get back in basketball games. There's the steal by Howard, and now watch her. She's under control. She knows Cargill's coming right at her. She takes the contact and then makes the layup.
That was after the offensive rebound by Haley Weiss-Need. So look at this, Santa Rosa within 7. This is uncharted territory for Cardinal Newman in terms of league play. They've had a very tough non-league schedule, including the game against Sacred Heart that we did way back in the Cardinal Newman Classic at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, well, Cardinal Newman certainly has a lot of experience. I mean, they went down and they ended up playing Clovis West. That's their last loss they had 10 games ago. Clovis West is ranked like 19th in the nation, and they were in that game till the very end. So you're talking about a super talented team. I'm sure Monica Myrtle was thinking, hey, postseason play, we need the experience. A little pressure on them. It's actually probably good for Cardinal Newman going into the postseason to have Santa Rosa put some pressure on them. And hey, this game's not over. Santa Rosa is a formidable team. They only have 4 losses on the season. They have an overall record of 17-10. Let's see what happens here.
Avery Cargill back up to Haley Weiss-Neat. Almost traveled. Gets it to Jazzy Henderson. Working a little weave up top. Cardinals have gone cold. Flores dumps it to Taylor Hekstrom. 5 seconds to shoot. Hekstrom blocked by Lopez, but they were on the line. They're going to have to shoot within 3 seconds. The shot clock is down to 3.
I don't know. Have they seen that? Have they noticed
I don't know
that?
if they recognize it. Running a play right here, trying to get it to Flores. Cargill steps back out, off the mark, did not hit the rim. That is a shot clock violation and the 6th turnover by Cardinal Newman. So Santa Rosa down by 7 now, and they've got the ball, but they turn it over as Sarah Howard is a little anxious to get down the floor and steps over the line before passing the ball inbounds. That's a tough one.
Costly mistake right there. It looked like Cardinal Newman was going to put some full court pressure on them there to see if they could change the momentum of the basketball game.
Jazzy Henderson now. Back up to Haley Weiss-Neat. Cardinal shots are not dropping. Cotting has the rebound. Sarah Howard brings it across, gets it to Barnard. She's been hot. Cotting battling for the rebound with Jazzy Henderson. It's going to be Cardinal Newman's ball.
Well, that was lucky for Cardinal Newman. Cotting was on the weak side in position to get that rebound and just wasn't able to corral it. So once again, Cardinal Newman, they're still in control. I mean, they're up by 7 points and they're a very disciplined offense, but they got to get the ball in the basket somehow.
Flores in the corner, dribbles out of it, all the way out to Henderson. Cardinals are due to get one. They don't get this one. Haley Weiss-Neat, however, does give them a fresh 30. Into the corner, Flores, clutch basket right there by Maya Flores, and that gets the lead back up to 10.
Well, she got him going in the first quarter, scored that 5 points, and that was a clutch basket for Cardinal Newman right there.
And a steal by Hekstrom. 5 minutes to go. Cardinal Newman trying to reestablish themselves with momentum. Here comes Haley Weiss-Neat to the rack. And it's a 12-point lead. Lewis Patrick says, I've seen enough. Timeout. Santa Rosa will step aside right here. 4:50 to go, and the lead is 12 for Cardinal Newman.
For AAU basketball at its best, it's Express Basketball Club, the place for young players to learn the fundamentals and advanced skills for high school and beyond. Many of the top players on both rosters for tonight's NBL championship game got their start playing AAU basketball for the Express Basketball Club. To be your best, play with and against the best at Express Basketball Club.
Here we go. Final 5 minutes of this one. A 12-point lead. Sarah Howard gets it across. Santa Rosa had the ball down by 7, but couldn't get another shot to drop. Howard tries one from long range, no good. A push-off call on Allie McCullough.
Yeah, it was over the back. It sure was. I like the fact that Howard took that shot from outside, but right now, Cardinal Newman has that 12-point lead there. In the first meeting on the 20th of January, Cardinal Newman scored 83 points. in the second meeting on the 9th of February, they scored 71. Right now, they only have 49 points with just over 4 minutes
Taylor
to go.
Hextrom gets fouled.
So Santa Rosa's done a great job on the defensive end, but they still trail by 12. That shows you how good of a team Cardinal Newman is.
Maria Lopez now has 3 personal fouls as Taylor Hextrom goes to the line. Hextrom has 5 points and 3 rebounds thus far.
Yeah, and a lot of blockouts and a great job on the defensive end and diving on the floor and just doing everything out there on the floor.
And Hextrom gets 1 of 2. 13-point lead now for Newman. There's Lopez right down the middle, but she didn't get it with the left hand. Great move. I think she was expecting contact and it never came, kind of threw her off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really deceptive move because she kind of just put her back to the defender, got in the lane, and then all of a sudden she was wide open, so not able to knock that one down. She sure has played a good game. She's playing her heart out on the floor there. Well, you trail by,
for the girls to be able to play in front of this big an audience. Cardinal Newman really hasn't had big crowds despite their great success. I think most people are going to figure out they're going to win by 30 or 40, but if you haven't watched them play, it's really a lot of fun to watch the teamwork and the skill that they possess as a team.
Well, and the development too. I mean, we saw them at the beginning of the season. Right now, they're a much more refined team. I mean, Fargo has come into play. Hextrom's got her chance to succeed out here on the floor. We knew Vice Neat was good. Maya Flores, Lauren Walker, Henderson, but it looks to me right now that Monica Myrtle's decided to go small on the defensive end, maybe a little bit more quickness, maybe to prevent three-point shots from being taken.
Sarah Howard up top, bumps it down to Lopez. Santa Rosa trying to exploit, and they do. Great move by Lopez. She has really improved in the second half of league play.
Yeah, you got to consider her best, most improved for Santa Rosa for sure. But the way she releases that basketball with such, finesse and using the glass, it's really deceptive because you don't think she's going to shoot it, and then it just all of a sudden she's flipping it up there. It's really impressive.
Lopez completing the old-fashioned to make it 50-40, back to a 10-point lead for Newman. Maya Flores, nice hesitation, gets it up top to Henderson. Henderson down the lane with the left hand, pretty move, doesn't get it. The rebound to Ali McCullough. Cotting across, Lopez up top. Lopez backing in, goes with the left hand, doesn't get the roll. Wow.
She felt the defense and she made a great move, just didn't get it to go down. Nice position by Lopez.
There's Tal Webb off the mark. Santa Rosa with another chance to cut the lead. McCullough out in front of the pack. McCullough up strong with the left hand, no good. Cargill, the freshman, and flips it over to Maya Flores to avoid the travel.
I like the fact that they attack the basket though, Dave. That's how they've gotten back into this game, is scoring in transition. They just haven't had great success against the half-court defense of Cardinal Newman.
Cardinals trying to get something going on offense. Here's Taylor Hextrom. Stops, doesn't get it. Tal Webb and Hextrom sandwich Emily Cotting. And we'll see who picked up that foul. Looks like it's going to go against Cardinal Newman. And Emily Cotting will shoot free throws at the other end.
Boy, she took a hit there too, went to the floor. But yeah, we're going to walk it out and shoot a 1-on-1. So clock stops. There's 2:17 to go. It's going to be difficult to win this game, but you're not out of it yet. If she can make 2 free throws here and cut it to a deficit of 8, I think at this point you might have to go to a full court press. They handle the ball so well, Cardinal Newman does, but I think you got to speed the game up and see if you can go to maybe a full court press and score the basketball.
Cotting does not complete the three-point play. It's 50-40. A little over 2 minutes to play now. Flores off the mark. Cardinals have gone a little stale on offense. They're not passing the ball as well as they usually do, and they have not been able to get a three-point shot to fall in quite some time. There's travel. Rod Terry is all over that.
Yeah, sometimes when you just, you blow teams out by so many points, 20, 30, 40 points, it's really tough to get, excited about games toward the second half. But the closest game they had in the NBL, I think Montgomery, they only beat Montgomery by 2, right, 48-50. But in this game, 1:40 to go, they're up by 10. They just need to kind of stall, burn some clock, get to the free throw line, and come away with a win.
And Lukens reaches, gets called for the foul. They still have a couple to give, and they might want to start giving them now.
Yeah, go for the steal, double team. Try to steal that basketball before you foul, though.
Lukens has just 2. There's Avery Cargill taking the inbound pass.
What a luxury to have a ball handler like Avery, huh?
Yeah, for 3 more years.
Yeah, she's only a freshman. Hard to believe. Look, left-handed, right-handed, behind the back. She's just got all the handles.
Cargill just taking her time up top. Shot clock goes under 10. Cargill bounces it to Hexstrom. Hexstrom has the rebound, and they're going to pull it back out very wisely.
How smart was that of her? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought for sure she was going to put it right back up. Recognized the situation, dribbled it back up top. They had 30 more seconds to work with, and Santa Rosa is forced to foul. Still 2 more before they hit the bonus.
Yeah, you
That's just the 15th foul.
Got to try to trap. You got to try to foul right now. Just foul her.
And there's Lukens again. That's 4 on Lukens. They're gonna have to pick somebody else. Next one will put them in the bonus.
Sarah Howard's got a foul her.
And it's Sarah Howard. That's just her first, so that was a good call. And now finally, Cardinal Newman will go to the free throw line, but there's just 54 seconds left.
Yeah, well, as you advanced into the postseason, I think these kind of free throws right here for Avery Cargill are really important. End of the game free throws. I mean, you have a 10-point lead. You have a pretty comfortable lead, but you haven't won the game yet. So these pressure free throws are really good.
Cargill at the free throw line with 8 points, now 9. She has hit 5 of 6 free throws. And Santa Rosa is going to take a timeout right here with 54 seconds to go. We will step aside ourselves here with Newman up by 11. We'll be right back.
North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.
So here we go, 51-40. Cardinal Newman. 54 seconds. Cargill will try her second free throw. Another very balanced night in terms of scoring for Cardinal Newman. Flores has 10, and Haley By-Sneed has 10, and now Cargill has 10. 3 players. Cotting gets it across. Cotting has 11 points. There's Barnard. She's feeling it. No good. Rebound goes to Maya Flores. So certainly a respectable game for Santa Rosa as they hung in there and actually made this pretty interesting down the stretch.
Yeah, throughout the NBL league, they played well in the first half. They were only trailed by 4 in one game, 33-37, and then 32-22 against Cardinal Newman. But tonight they trailed by 10 points, but they fought back. That fourth quarter start for them, they had a lot of energy. They were scoring in transition. They were turning the ball over, getting to the glass, but it just wasn't enough. Cardinal Newman fought back and took control of the game, and then Avery Cargo with the ball in her hands, she's tough.
Lopez now has 11 points and 3 rebounds. 33 ticks to go, and she got them both. Under 30 to play now. The boys' game is next. Cardinal Newman and Windsor. There's Sarah Howard. And Sarah Howard is fouled. She came down with the rebound right there. And with 18.7 to go, she'll shoot some free throws.
Yeah, you look at seniors for Santa Rosa, Dave. This is their maybe not their last game, but their last NBL game. You got Lucan and Passy, Bernard, also Lopez and Fourier. They're the 5 seniors on the Santa Rosa team. Of course, we talked about Cardinal Newman doesn't have any seniors.
Nope.
Juniors, freshman point guard that's unbelievable. Flores can shoot from outside. They've got the whole entire package. I wonder how far they're going to go in the postseason in the CIF.
So winding this one down, the boys' game will start at approximately 8:15. It is Cardinal Newman running the table for the second straight year in NBL play. They win this one 54-40. Very impressive. Even when they were challenged and didn't play their best tonight, they still found a way to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, this is a very defensive-minded team, and they get after you. They put a lot of pressure. They get their hands in the passing lanes. They stop and watch your backdoor cuts. They put pressure on your outside shooting. Santa Rosa had such a difficult time running their half-court set because of the Cardinal Newman defense. They just couldn't get a shot off because Cardinal Newman's always got a hand in your face. But on the other hand, I thought Santa Rosa did exactly what they needed to do. The biggest difference in this game probably, though, turnovers. The turnovers in the first half because Santa Rosa we had them for 10. I think 12 was the official number. So when you turn the ball over that many times, it limits your opportunities to score. It just that Cardinal Newman plays well, and I was really impressed. It's been a great season to watch both these teams play, and I wish them both well in the postseason through the CIF.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this one. The fifth Cardinal Newman over in the girls NBL Tournament Championship.
Tonight's game presented by title sponsor Cameron & Cameron Ranch and Vineyard Supply, delivering quality for over 40 years. North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.